Welcome to my channel. It's been a while.
Good intro. I like it.
Zoom in on that. Zoom in on that right there. All right, today we're reading Reddit. Let's get into it. Am I the asshole for letting my 5-year-old go hungry while I ate? We'll see. Myself, boyfriend, and my kids stopped at Cracker Barrel for breakfast this morning. There's a store in the front and a restaurant in the back for those who have never been. I like Cracker Barrel.
You love Cracker Barrel.
I do. I was just talking about it. He was on a road trip and I was like, we should stop at a Cracker Barrel. I think it's a really great concept. Anyway, kid begged for a $65 toy and we said no. It was overpriced and he has a very similar toy at home that he ignores. He decided to first try a tantrum complete with stomping and crying. We went outside and had to come to Jesus meeting and he hushed. He then decided to go on a hunger strike to get me to buy the toy. How old is this kid? Doesn't say.
He's got the wisdom of Gandhi.
He informed me he wasn't eating till I bought it. I said fine. Boyfriend and I ate. He sat quietly with a Sprite and a kids menu in case he changed his mind. A woman noticed us eating and him not eating and offered to buy him whatever he wanted to eat. Since we were selfish monsters who were eating in front of him, he requested the toy. She priced it and said no. She then tells me I need to buy it. My kid is a foster child and it's obvious as we're different races. She argued I get paid to care for him and need to do whatever it takes to make sure he's happy. I think that's ridiculous and unrealistic. He was offered food multiple times and refused. We ended up getting McDonald's on our way to the movies for the record, but am I the asshole for going ahead and eating?
I don't know.
I get when kids are having tantrums and it's like, he's going on a hunger strike, he's saying he's not gonna eat it and everything. I think I'd still order my kid food. And then if he wants to do a little hunger strike, fine.
Yeah.
But I think you probably should order. I get you're trying to like teach him a lesson. He's not gonna, like you got him McDonald's, whatever. But I think you should have at least ordered him food. Do I think this person coming up to the table assuming things? I think they're kind of an asshole for doing that. But maybe they came with good intentions, probably.
Yeah, I really don't know. I feel like if I had a kid and they were just really wanted a toy or something, and they're just a kid. What do you expect, right?
Yeah, I wonder how old the kid is.
Yeah, because they're just 5-year-old.
Oh, is it 5?
It's on the title.
Oh, yeah.
5. I feel like if I was a kid, my parents definitely would have done exactly what she did.
Yes,
I feel
same.
I don't know if I feel like that's not bad. It doesn't seem bad, but as an adult now, it's hard to say. I feel like I shall not judge, I feel like.
I know, it's hard to judge.
It's tough.
It's hard to judge. I'm just like, in the moment, I'd be like, you know what, I'm just gonna order some mac and cheese, and if you put it on the table. If he wants it, he wants it. I don't know. But I get like wanting to teach him a lesson also. Being like, okay, you're putting up a fit. What do the parents think in the comments? We aren't parents, so it's hard. I don't know. Not the asshole. Woman, you are so cruel. I'll buy the toy for your kid. Woman looks at price. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I feel like the woman's fucking out of line.
Yeah, way out of line.
That's some crazy shit.
Way out of line. I'm a full single dad who's been raising my son by myself since he was 5. At the first time I had to take him shopping for a new school year and clothes and stuff, he wanted some ridiculous toy and I said no. Tantrum ensued, and so I got down on his level and explained that he's shopping with dad now and I won't give it in to blackmail, so he has one chance to stop the tantrum or I'm going to put everything we had in our basket back on the shelves and we're leaving with nothing. He didn't believe me because mom always caved, so of course he kept it up. Then as he had his one warning, I just put all the stuff back and picked him up under my arm and we left with him screaming, crying. Parents everywhere were looking at me like I just murdered him, but I didn't care. Out to the car and home we went. He's now a well-adjusted 21-year-old and he never threw a tantrum in a shower.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
Plus an ass whooping.
That just seems like a regular parent moment. And I think that's handling it really well.
It's just like, as long as your kid still knows you love them.
Yeah.
And that you're there for them and they still feel safe.
Yeah.
I feel like as long as you're within those bounds, those fundamental bounds, it should be fine. Shit, we're not parents, we don't know.
What do we
Hey,
know?
let's find out though.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for embarrassing my husband for saying I baby trapped him? Hi, this is a throwaway. To put it bluntly, me and my husband had a surprise baby while we were young. I was on long-term birth control at one time, implant an arm, and had to have it removed after we found out I was pregnant. Last week, we were out for dinner with friends and he was making jokes and slipped in about how he thinks I baby trapped him. No reason for it. Nothing to back up this crazy accusation. Never mentioned it before, but I guess drunk words are sober thoughts. Our friends obviously looked a bit shocked and uncomfortable, especially when they saw my face. I asked my husband what the heck he was on about, and he was saying how it was weird, that we'd been sleeping together for for 4 years and then I randomly got pregnant. I responded by asking him a flurry of questions like, oh, did I baby trap you for money? He and his family were broke, mine is well off, and did I baby trap you for your house? We lived in one of my parents' properties at the time. Did I baby trap you for your cars? He didn't have a license at that point, and he didn't respond, and then our friends changed the subject. He's been giving me basically the silent treatment ever since, only one word answers when I speak to him. By the way, since having our first, we have been married for 3 years, bought a house with my deposit, and 2 more children. This completely caught me by surprise, but he really seems quite upset by this. I know it was cruel to embarrass him, but a common phrase in my area is don't dish it out if you can't take it. Am I the asshole? That seems like a funny joke to me. I understand both ways if you're like upset by something that you wouldn't consider funny to joke about.
Yeah.
That's completely fine. To me, that just seems like a clearly ironic joke.
Yeah, I
seems like a joke.
The way he reacted, it seemed like he said the joke and then she just laid it on thick because she got offended.
Yeah,
which is fine. Also,
yeah, I think that's fine.
Because it depends on how he said it. Because she's like, "What are you saying? Like we have a really good relationship. Also, I put the deposit down. I did. Like you were broke. Like she just went, It's like, yeah. I've had moments where I get like offended.
I mean, people are just your person.
Yeah.
I think it's of course.
Yeah. So I think she learned from it. But am I the asshole for embarrassing my husband for saying it? Baby trap? Maybe yeah. Maybe like a soft asshole. And I think he's a soft asshole for saying that. Because that's not really a cool thing to say either.
Yeah, I would say y'all are both relaxed assholes.
Yeah. A nice loose asshole.
Yeah, a nice loose asshole.
Not the asshole. Maybe the correct response should have been, however, pretty sure he tampered with my birth control so he could see how absurd. Sure.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's
with
good.
the witty, that's what I would say. Something like that.
Yeah.
I'd go right back.
Yeah, I think that's accurate though. What you said, it's like definitely an overreaction for sure. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like justified. So
but
you're
I
not
get
the
it,
asshole.
because I would do that. Because I would react probably the way she did if you said it in like a tone that I didn't.
I was like drunk.
If you sounded serious, I'd be like, what the like no.
And then you'd say how poor and much of a loser I am.
Oh, you're not poor and a loser. Am I the asshole for telling my family if they don't like the way something is, they can take care of it themselves? I am married and have 3 kids. All are teens. My husband and I both work, and my kids are in school and do sports or clubs after school. I recently hit a ceiling in my field, and in order to continue to grow professionally, I had to get a graduate degree, so I started my master's degree. In the past, I usually did most of the chores. My husband does the typical man chores. My kids have some of their own chores, like doing their own laundry, taking turns sweeping, vacuuming, cleaning their own bathroom, etc. I did a majority of the rest and all of the cooking. I'm a year into my degree. At the start, I was keeping up with the chores I did before, but it quickly wasn't possible. I asked for help and was told, everything is fine, you're being too picky. But over time, my family seems to be getting fed up. They've been complaining about things a lot lately. From eating frozen meals, I make them myself in a large batch and freeze them for later. Oh. Okay, that's awesome. To the floors having stains. If you cleaned up skills, they wouldn't be there. The stairs have dust and pet fur on them, etc. If they bring it up, I tell them they are capable of handling it, but they just walk away and it doesn't get done. I'm doing what I can, but between work, school, and everything else at home, it can't all be done. We are living in squalor. I just can't get to the final details like I could before. Yesterday, my husband came to me while I was doing my homework and said the shower curtain liner in our bathroom was moldy. This pushed me over the edge. No shit. Mommy?
Yeah, exactly. Mommy,
there's stuff growing on this shower curtain.
I'm scared. Can you do something about it?
Yeah.
I would just see it and not care.
I had my family come into the living room and told them that if they don't like how something is, they have able bodies and can deal with it themselves. That they have the skills to clean. I have just been taking care of so much they didn't see. Now I need them to step up. That they don't like something, they need to step up and take care of it. And how I also plan to redistribute chores. My kids were arguing that they shouldn't have to do more. They're in school and busy afterwards. I told them that I don't care. I am busy too, and I can't do it all. That need to step up or shut up, in nicer terms. That night, my husband told me I was too harsh and need to lighten up. He says I was rude and basically telling them their feelings don't matter and need to lay off them. I told him the message wasn't only for the kids, it was for him too. He needs to step up. But afterwards I started to doubt myself and felt too harsh. No one is really talking to me now. Oh, I'm worrying now I was too harsh. I did change up the status quo in the house for my own personal reasons. So am I the asshole for telling them to do something they don't like? Yeah, no, it sounds like you're delegating because you're working on being an even better parent and provider for your family while also taking care of your family.
I don't see anything at all wrong with what she's doing.
No, it sounds like she's very overwhelmed.
My mom would have slapped me in the fucking face.
I know,
seriously.
Same.
If I was like, hey mom, my bathroom's fucking dirty.
Yeah,
Can you clean it? She would have been like, you are an idiot.
Yeah, especially the dad. Like, it's one
Yeah,
thing for your
fucking
kids to
pussy.
be little assholes, but for your partner to be like,
Yeah.
I'm with them is
What
crazy.
the fuck?
when
That's
when your
insane.
wife is getting a master's or something.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Not the asshole, not the asshole, not the asshole. The shower curtain is moldy. Yeah, maybe your husband should do something about it instead of just declaring it. Does he think you're his mom? Like, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Yes. Your kids are busy with schoolwork while you're busy with a master's degree, which is much more difficult than high school, and you're earning an income on top of that. Yeah, there's just no argument.
Yeah, I can't imagine
Yeah.
just seeing my exhausted wife and then just be like,
Ass
can you get
also.
the mold off that?
Yeah.
That's
You're a
crazy.
loser. The husband's the asshole. And the kids are a bit of an asshole too.
Am I the asshole for cutting off my dad after he slept with my wife? Nope. Next.
No.
Why are we even reading this? This is
No,
obviously
you gotta
he's an
read
asshole.
it.
I posted on here a couple days ago looking for advice after I snapped at my wife on the 4th of July with a lot of comments saying I should go through her phone because they thought she was being sketchy, and yesterday evening I did just that. So this is a two-parter.
This
We
was
missed the
9
first
hours
part.
ago.
We missed the first part of this.
Is it?
I never thought I would need to go to, and while part of me is glad I did. The other part regrets every second of it. I didn't find anything out of the ordinary at first until I noticed my wife had my dad's number in her texts, which I thought was kind of weird. As far as I knew, they hated each other and actively avoided being near each other at family gatherings, but boy, I was wrong. Immediately after I opened the thread, I was welcomed with a picture of a penis. Didn't want to know what my dad's looked like, but now that image is burned into my retinas. My wife didn't know I went through her phone because I did it while she was in the shower, so I let it be for the night because now I don't really know what's going on and what I'm going to be doing from this point forward. I took screenshots of their texts and sent it to myself before deleting them from her phone. This morning, I drove to my parents' house and punched my dad in the face. This seems like a lie. It felt good in the moment, but now as I'm sitting in my brother's apartment, all I can think about is how the hell I'm supposed to move forward from this. I sent the screenshots to the family group chat when I got here after explaining to my brother what was going on, and my phone has been blowing up ever since. I feel like I just blew up my life. What am I supposed to do now? I've been with my wife for almost a decade. Realistically, I know the divorce should be quick since we haven't had kids yet and our finances are separate, but what the hell? Why my dad? Why cheat in general? I know I work a lot and don't always have the time to spend with her, but why couldn't she just tell me that? I blocked my wife and my dad everywhere before I even left the house this morning, but my mom thinks I'm overreacting over just a few pictures. I know she's used to him cheating on her now, but that they're broken up in their age with their own daughter-in-law. My siblings are split between he's still our flesh and blood and he's disgusting. I haven't heard from my wife all morning, but I think she's aware that I know about the affair. I feel like I just ruined my life by being too hasty to air out family drama. That's not family drama. That's insane. I just don't know what to do from here. Should I have handled it differently? Am I cutting my dad off for no good reason and being dramatic here? No. Of course not. That's insane. You can't choose your family. You can choose your wife, though, and
Yeah,
you should get a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should divorce her instantaneously. I wouldn't talk to her ever again. There's no reason to. That is just pure evil. The end. It seems fake. This just seems so fake.
It was 9 hours ago. I feel like it's real.
Just because it happened recently
I
doesn't
think
mean
it's real. I feel like it's very real.
Am I the asshole for getting mad that my dad fucked my wife?
Let's see what the comments said. Dude, you're not overreacting. This is a horrible situation to be in. I recommend calling a lawyer and getting a divorce proceeding set up because it's obvious that it's disgusting. These are 10 times better than that. Whoever pulls the family card, tell them he should have thought
bullshit.
of that while banging his own son's wife.
Yeah. I'm all for family. I love my family, but if my family was a bunch of pieces of shit, I'm not gonna love what?
No.
It's your flesh and blood.
Dude, so what? Am I the asshole for telling my coworker her wife is ugly? Am I the asshole for telling my coworker that I think her wife is ugly? I, 25 female, recently came out as bi to my new coworkers and everyone was really chill about it. Everyone except my coworker. We'll call her Sarah. After finding out, she started asking me questions about her wife. We'll call her Anna. Sarah started asking me if I thought Anna was pretty, if I liked how Anna looked when she came to happy hour, if I thought Anna was really hot, etc. I generally would laugh and not respond, redirecting the conversation or throwing the question back at her, asking her if she felt that way about her wife. Questions made me uncomfortable, but she only ever made these comments to me. Plus, I'm pretty new, so I didn't know how to respond. After months of this, today I finally snapped. In a team Zoom meeting everyone was planning our next work happy hour, and Sarah mentioned she wanted to bring in Anna, followed by her saying she brings Anna around because she knows I think Anna is hot. Not my finest moment, but in front of everyone I said, and I quote, "Sarah, I actually think your wife is very ugly, so you have to stop saying that." The Zoom meeting went silent, and in a panic as the Zoom host, I ended the meeting. My other coworkers have had mixed response, and I haven't spoken to Sarah at all. So am I the asshole? I don't know.
Weird, dude. What the fuck?
That's really mean, but like,
Yeah.
I feel like you're probably not the asshole fully.
Yeah.
Why would someone be like, you think my wife's hot? My wife, since you're bi, let's have a triple way.
Yeah,
A triple way.
It's feeling like that. It's feeling like
A menage a
she
trois.
wants to like feel it out potentially. I don't know, but it's like that's like harassment also almost. Like, can you imagine
You think my wife's
a
hot?
male coworker coming up like, what do you think of my wife?
She's
I heard
hot.
you're bi. You like her. You want to see her titties.
Want to see your titties? I'll show them to you.
titties.
Show 'em to you.
Yeah, sure. I'll show them to you. Yeah, it's like that. It comes across like that. Like it's very like I don't know. There's something like how cute is my wife? How isn't she cute? And then there's like how hot is she? Yeah, you're the asshole for saying that in a Zoom meeting for sure. But also I get it.
Also, it gets you.
I also
Yeah, I agree with you entirely.
What industry are you in?
Yeah.
That any of this is acceptable.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't want to freak you out and get that you're younger, but all of this behavior, there's especially in your comments on the call, are widely inappropriate for workplace. Yeah, she was low-key sexually harassing you and asking you if you think her wife is hot. That should be nipped in the bud immediately and not in a public setting. Yeah. Very weird. Oh damn, lol. I suppose I don't think your wife is hot might have gone over better than outright calling her ugly, but honestly not the asshole. She goaded you into it by continuing to bring it up. Sounds like she's desperately needed some kind of validation and was putting words into your mouth to get it. Yeah, or that, or it's just like, somebody tell me my wife is hot, because I'm starting to think she's not.
Or I'll leave her.
Yeah, it's weird. Do you do that?
No.
But that's sexual harassment.
Yeah, that's harassment, brother. It's from Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's harassment, brother.
It's a good place to end it.